there. The return of the block, the field goal, and then the touchdown pass from Andrew Darling. Boy, where have these two coaches been hiding these backup quarterbacks?
All of a sudden, we've got these wide open offenses flying all around.
These two guys can throw the football. It has turned out to be quite a finish here, especially if for some way the Pioneers can get the ball back. You see how the ball is propped up on the tee.
They're definitely going with the onside kick. Jones calls a timeout just to make sure of everything here. You don't want to make sure. You take a look at what they're doing. You call your timeout. You let everybody know, okay, here's what's going on. Be ready for the ball. And then the ball starts bouncing funny directions when these kickers get a hold of it.
Wayne Hotz will be kicking off. Don't forget, next week we are going to have a humdinger of a football game. If this isn't the best game we have all year, then I'll be very surprised, Ronnie. Apopka, I believe, number 5 this week in the Class 6A polls. Evans is Apopka's number 4. Orlando Evans is 5th in the state. And these two teams go at it next week.
And they're going to have a fun time going at it. Both teams have tremendous team speed. Both teams have well-coached defenses. It's just a fun game to watch in any capacity of the game.
You know, Pat Hernan, our statistician, just brought it to my attention. Oak Ridge had all those scoring opportunities in the first half, Ronnie, and came away with no points. And look how it has come back to bite them, but they are still with a chance to win this game.
Had you gotten a field goal going into that halftime, you'd have an entirely different complexion of the game right now.
We'd have a 6-point game.
Yeah.
All right. Wayne Hotz is going to try the onside kick. Oak Ridge is getting in position, and here it goes. Oh, too high, and there was no bounce to it, and Jones gets it easily. And so they'll have the football at their own 49.
It's that second bounce where the ball takes the funny hop. Just got it a little bit too deep in there. Pretty easy ball at that point for the Jones players to field. We're going to take another look at it here. You see, you drive the ball right into the ground, probably just hit it maybe a little bit too hard. Hit it a little bit lighter and liable to get that second bounce in.
They keep Johnson in as quarterback. This is Nate Collier still on his feet after taking a wicked hit at the 40-yard line. He stays on his feet, goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
I think Collier's just such a small back that when they get underneath him and hit, unless they wrap up, he sort of just bounces straight back up and keeps going. We'll take a look at Collier. He gets hit twice. There's once, don't get a good job wrapping up. He still goes.
Right there.
The guy gets underneath. He still goes. They're just he's sort of running over the backs of them because he's just able to do it.
That was a 14-yard run.
There's
a fumble. Oh, they blew the ball down. It popped out, and Travis Adams got it, but they're going to say the ball was down. Wow.
And I believe he probably was down. That might have been the ground causing the fumble there. You'll take a look at Collier just squeezing up in there. He gets hit, knee is down, and then the ball pops out.
That was a good
call. Good call by the officials. Oak Ridge would have loved to have it go the other way because they would have had a chance to run that back.
Was an excellent call. From the Oak Ridge 32, it's 2nd and 5 for Jones. Johnson gives to Nate Collier. Collier breaking a couple of tackles. Now turns the corner. 15 out of bounds. 13. Flags come in. We might have a face mask tacked on to that run, and all of a sudden Nate Collier is starting to wear down this Oak Ridge defense.
Yeah, if it's not Anthony Gay, all of a sudden it's Nate Collier. Managed I'm not sure how he's squeezing through that hole, but no one's really getting a hold of him. We'll take a look at it. They nearly fumble the snap, but Collier's in the hole, bouncing around. No one can really grab a hold of him. We'll see a face mask coming right in here. Then they end up spinning that around so everyone can see it, so we'll get 3 officials calling that penalty, not just one. But just a great run by Collier. Speed is amazing.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask on the defense, half the distance, automatic first down.
That was a 19-yard run for Collier. He's 78 yards now on 16 carries tonight. Gay with over 100 yards tonight. So the Tigers have done a good job on the ground. 1st and goal for the 5. Collier plows his way to the 2-yard line as Jones is about ready to put this game away, if they have not done so already, with 1:28 to play.
Yeah, they're just running the ball right up the middle, trying to be safe with everything. We'll take a look at it here. Great job by the Jones offensive line all night long, neutralizing those bigger Oak Ridge players. And you see Collier just sort of knifing his way through, finding any crack he can get, and just trying to fit right through there.
Backup quarterback, Lorikius Johnson. Hands off. Here's Collier. Oh, he's hit. Ooh. Great tackle in the open field. Kenny Telsink came up and put a lick. They put a lick on the running back, Nate Collier. I thought he was going to be able to turn the corner there.
Yeah, he squirted free all night long, but Telsink, who's only a sophomore, manages to just fly up there and makes just a heck of a tackle. But Collier bounces right up. I mean, that looks painful. And Collier's right back up. He looks like he would have kept running had they not blown a whistle. Good high tackle by Telsink. He's going to be one to watch for next season as well. Good young football player.
50 seconds to play in the game. The Tigers lead by 9, 21-12, and they're just about ready to put it in the end zone again. Jones trying to win their first game of the year. Oak Ridge was hoping to start this season with 2 wins. Next week they'll play against Boone, with upcoming games against Timber Creek University, Winter Park, Cypress Creek Colonial, South Lake, and Dr. Phillips. They've got a pretty tough schedule.
They've got a tough road to hoe. Jones, though, they're come out with this win. They go to Winter Park. That'll be a very difficult game. Edgewater will be a very difficult game. But the more you play, the more you win, the more confidence you build. And in their district, they have most of their district games stacked near the end of the season, and they'll be able to play strong by then.
Here's Johnson. Bootleg left, trying to turn the corner. He will not get in. That Oak Ridge defense stops him at the 4-yard line. The clock is running. 38 seconds left.
And Cantrell Rogers was just waving in the end zone saying, please throw me the ball. He was wide open, but a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, it's a very difficult throw. And it looked like Johnson was even thinking about throwing it with his left hand. Cantrell was so wide open. He's got the ball in his left hand there. He's thinking about throwing it. Just can't get it, can't spin around enough. And try to get what you can get and stay in bounds and keep the clock running.
This could be the last play. They might not even get this off. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. I don't think the Tigers will even run a play here. 2 seconds, 1 second, that is it. The ball game is over. The Jones Tigers, with a 14-0 halftime lead, having trouble to getting going in the second half. Oak Ridge got back in the game, cut the lead to 7, but the Tigers responded after that touchdown, and they come away with a big victory tonight for Berto Benjamin and his staff. Their first win of the year after very good performance against powerful Evans last week. The Jones Tigers have knocked off the Oak Ridge Pioneers 21-12, and by doing so have revenged that overtime loss to the Pioneers last season.
And this one feels so good when it's over. Coming off of that overtime loss, you stick that one with the back of your memory all season long. That was one they were hoping to get away with and win. And now they come out and really have an impressive fourth quarter to put this game away.
We've got a great post-game show for you, so stay with us. The final score again, Jones 21, Oak Ridge 12. You're watching the high school game of the week.